the way that they've set this up. We are ready to get into this match, ladies and gentlemen. Team West versus Team MDVA in the Brawlhalla Pro Series, and Luna with a good start already.
And here we go. Yes, Luna getting that little bit of damage in and putting ImLlama first. Very, very bold decision.
Well, you know, they did this yesterday too, right? And Llama's got a very particular play style that we've been seeing here. Just a real exactly how you imagine Thatch would play in the actual Brawlhalla tournament.
Wait, that's huge.
Kill.
He's gone.
A cannonball kill already. ImLlama with a 30-second KO on Luna. Oh my goodness, dude! I'm losing my voice like it's a lamb. This is nostalgic for me.
There's no better moment for when you say plays exactly like how you would expect a Thatch player to play. The cannonballs come through, and then Luna just gets disappeared. Oh man, what a great start coming out. MDVA now Luna getting that stop side air, switching straight over the guitars, gets the neutral sig on ImLlama's recovery, and is trying to even things up. Oh, he's got to be careful. Those cannonballs are covering the edge of Apocalypse so well.
Yeah, he's recalibrated now with those cannonballs, and hopefully he doesn't get knocked by one of those again.
Oh, man. Thatch's down sig on blasters with the cannonballs.
Oh, my, not again. Not again. Oh,
what?
My God. Llama, he's just putting the cannonballs right where they need to be, and Luna is running right into it. Now what's he going to do? Llama has a chance to go up 3 in this game. That'd be ridiculous. Against Luna, they were really counting on Luna to kill it in this crew battle. Luna's one of the greatest players in the game. He's been ranked 1 on the ranked leaderboards many times over. You know, he wins tons of community tournaments. He places top 32 all day in the big majors. He beats Llama in terms of stats alone, but here Llama is just cannonball grabbing this guy up. He's still not dead. Oh my God.
I know, he's still living after a hammer cider from center.
Okay, Luna got him. Good thing Luna got him. His team might have been real upset if he didn't.
Yeah, taking a look at how the teams are situated here, we don't have a Midwest situation where they're throwing what we would consider their anchor in on the very first game.
No, their
ImLlama
is certainly Java. If this goes to a tiebreaker, it's all about Java. They're definitely counting on Java to really hold it down.
For MDVA, I imagine it's the same case with Stingray sitting in the back. But here's ImLlama nearly 3-stocking Luna in the opening of this crew battle. And that's making me think that every single one of the players on that team has the potential to provide a performance where they're going plus on every single stock. And it's going to be up to West to really crank it and make sure that they don't get hit by this guy not get hit by the cannonballs on the Thatch down sig. I'm talking like, and what ImLlama's doing is so great with these. He's using the down sig as Luna is jumping back to the stage so that the cannonballs hit Luna before they get their jumps back from touching, and that's resulted in 2 of Luna's stocks going away in orange. Here's ImLlama's finally going down.
Even though Luna lost 2 stocks so hard right in the beginning, look at this. He's already equalized the stock. Damage is not equal. Sure, you know, chances are Luna's going to go down here in just a minute, but I think he's really done a great job equalizing here. His team was in a really tough position, and Luna brought it back. I mean, he's now made it a winnable situation for the team.
You know what's
he almost dropped. He fumbled, but he picked it back up and kept running.
You know what's beautiful about crew battles that I'm thinking about now? That you couldn't do this in a best of 3 or best of 5 1v1, right? Where Luna can actually go for an offstage guitar gimp that results in him losing his stock first, and then ImLlama losing his stock, and it's still a worthwhile trade.
It would be totally worth it. Yeah, you can't do that in a 1v1 because it's over at 1 stock. Well, there he goes, Llama taking out Luna, and now we're on to the next Team West player, Blaizzy, coming in now on Petra, aka Garnet.
And that's a really good start. ImLlama hitting him with the downers and side airs, putting him off the left side. Blaizzy wants to equal this up as quickly as possible. Has the orb first. Maybe Gauntlets is what he'll want to cycle to as he misses that sidelight and a beautiful gravity cancel down light reading preemptively. Blaizzy jumping off of a sidelight miss. Really nice job from ImLlama on the blasters, who's really been doing a good job in this opening.
Look, his movement is so smooth, and he's playing the zone like you should with blasters. But now he's got no blasters. Now Blaizzy's got full weapon control here. This might spell the end for him. Llama now with the sword. Let's see what Llama can get done with the sword here. Blaizzy is so close to just taking him out, and he couldn't get it done too soon at this point. He's already Llama's going plus here. He might actually take another stock here and go +1.
ImLlama is playing so well against both of the players he's been up against so far, because all of his punishes are basically just destroying Blaizzy for jumping off of a whiffed option or just any miss. ImLlama's coming in, he's jumping backwards, and then he's side-airing Blaizzy in the position that they are after the move doesn't connect. And now we're in a situation where they both have even damage. Can Blaizzy take the stock, or is ImLlama going to go plus before they go down? It's looking good for MDVA so far. Is that down to whiffs?
It's looking real good for MDVA so far. I mean, even if Llama doesn't get the stock, he's got Blaizzy in red. The health doesn't get reset. This is a very good position for Team MDVA, but
down would be
you know
huge.
How long a stock can last at red? You know, finishing it off is big.
That's
Llama just went +1 there. He's taken out 4 stocks with just his 3, and he's still going. Holy
Llama's
cow.
crazy. That entire last exchange was like a good 20 seconds of Llama playing footsies, waiting for the jump punish, gets the side air, takes the stock. He goes down, but that was an incredible maneuver coming up from Llama that gives his team a 1-stock lead as Lil Capped's now up to bat against Blaizzy here. As we were talking about earlier, right? The ideal matchups that are going to be coming through this crew battle have finally started. We've got that player 2 versus player 2 situation.
Yeah, you know, and I think they were counting on Lil Capped in the middle. They talked about having Lil Capped in the middle because of his consistency. They're expecting Lil Capped to go even. Like, you can trust in Lil Capped to take 3 stocks, and that's all he needs to do. We'll rely on one of our other 2 guys to go plus at any point in the match, and then we win. That's all it takes. So it's up to Lil Capped here to just keep it steady. And you know what? Obviously, you know, he's not looking to just go even. All these guys are trying to kill it.
Right.
They all want their moment of glory. The 9 stock.
What's awesome about that scenario is that when you're in a situation where ImLlama does as well as he did,
nice,
and he takes 4 stocks instead of 3, Lil Capped getting a par is still a stock lead, right?
Yeah,
so this is a great position to be.
I mean, consider the lead that they had, and consider that Lil Capped just deleted another Blaizzy stock. Like, now they are way ahead here.
Yep. Oh man, and then that's not to say that Lil Capped doesn't have the potential to just 2-stock Blaizzy altogether. We're talking about how consistent he is as a player, but Lil Capped's definitely, like, there's reasons why he gets to the top 8 so frequently.
Yeah,
and that's because he's got that ability to smash players. Oh man,
he's a top tier competitor. You know what? And not just in Brawlhalla too. You know, this guy competes in other fighting games. We have cheered personally. You and I have cheered for Lil Capped on stages for other fighting games such as Tekken.
Yeah.
You know, Lil Capped, he's out there competing, man. He's just a winner.
When he goes to Lance, he's carrying about 3 to 4 different controllers depending on what he's playing. Right? He's got a keyboard, he's got a fight stick, it's like whatever he needs.
He's got his GameCube controller.
Okay, and here we go.
He's doing
Scoop
great. He might actually take Blaizzy out. Oh, no. That's it.
Oh, that
nice job by Blaizzy. That was just barely enough, too.
Yeah, and that I feel like that was credited to Petra's high force there, too. Just being able to knock him out on the side there. Silent Sider perfect on the edge of the stage.
On the edge. He was as far over as he could be on that edge without gravity canceling the side light. So here we are now. Blaizzy, 1 hit from death, basically. How much of Lil Capped can Blaizzy chip away before he goes down? And not very much. Lil Capped keeping the 1-point lead. Or 2. It's a 2-stock lead. He raised it from a 1-stock lead to a 2-stock lead. MDVA is +2 right now. It is so hard to come back for a +2, but you know what? That's why Java's in the final position here. Team West is counting on Java to absolutely shred this. But it's going to be tough enough to take out Lil Capped in this mirror match, no less, by the way. These are, in fact, these are our 2 most premier Bodbar players in Brawlhalla esports. And how appropriate it is that they both use the same skin. They're just,
I mean,
these are the guys.
It must be part of the formula to greatness, right?
Yeah,
is being able to use the skin.
Yeah,
because they've even got the same stop sign.
Do you play Bodbar? Are you trying to win? Do you have the Trucker Bodbar skin?
Oh, wow, okay, that's your problem, right? Well, let's fix that right now. All of a sudden, top 16 in the next seasonal championship. All right, there we go. It's that simple. But here we are. Lil Capped has put on about the same amount of damage to Java.
Keeping up. Yeah, if it keeps going even like this, MDVA is just going to win. Java needs to do better than even.
I love how their neutral game is actually so in sync at some points where they're doing these dash jump down airs with perfectly like 1 legend spaced away from each other. They're just whiffing, but it's because they're playing for the same openings. It's just very entertaining to watch. Java there taking or losing a stock to Lil Capped. Lil Capped's now taken 3 stocks in a row. That's incredible. Finally going down. But he still has 1 stock left to play with, and Java's at 2.
Yeah, that wasn't good enough. We need more from Java here for Team West because if it keeps going even, they'll just lose by 2. He needs to he needs to just completely pop off on these next 2 stocks. There's no other way. I think he knows that. But I gotta say, it's hard to pop off on Lil Capped, man. He is consistent. He is methodical. His gameplay is correct from a fundamental point of view. It's absolutely correct. And it makes sense for a guy who's so good at so many fighting games to just have some solid fundamentals.
Oh, man. And I can just see the struggle here just trying to get this stock
go.
deleted without taking too much.
He might get it right here. He's going for it. Java's getting real aggressive with this edge guard. He needs to get it. Oh, man. Lil Capped makes it back to the stage. Now what? He's looking for the stomp cider. Of course. All it's going to take is 1 stop. You can true combo it into the cider. But look at this. Lil Capped's just not even letting him have it. He might take another stomp. I don't think he was expecting to land that stomp. There we go. All right, all right. Lil Capped finally off the board. He's got Stingray coming up next with a fresh 3 stocks, while Java is about to go down on his 2nd. He needs to play so well right now, and it's against MDVA's anchor. I mean, MDVA relies on Stingray. Oh, the double stomp.
That's
so
cool.
Perfect. It only works. That only works if you catch him really low, right? It's because he was jumping up on the soft platform there. He was able to do that. But to have the presence of mind and whoa!
Wait, that's huge!
Java, what? He took it, dude. Wait a second. Java stands a chance. All of a sudden, this seems realistic. Wait a second.
Yes, Java was at this much damage when this exchange happened, right? When Stingray came into the board, Lil Capped already put so much damage. That's 3 dares into a neutral light.
He's almost equalized. I can't believe it. Java has just done so much unanswered damage. He gets out of the spear string. It's not over. Java's still keeping it alive on this stock, but oh man, he's getting so close. Stingray could definitely take him out with almost any signature off the side. He's barely got it up to make it back. Stingray not going to contest. He's just letting him come back to the stage.
Yeah, Java going in for the nairs once again, but Stingray not staying too high into the air. Oh, stop it in nair right afterwards. That's so much damage. And now, if Java gets another stop sliders at the stock, Java takes 3 stocks in a row. Saying he's been at this damage.
From a +2 lead, Java has brought it back, and now he's got Team West in the lead. Oh my goodness, Team West fans are popping off right now. I cannot believe that suddenly they're in the lead. This is incredible. Java, a breath away from death here. Stingray is just looking for 1 killing blow. It could be almost anything. A side air? Oh, how about a side sig? That's way more than enough. And here we are. Last stock. You know what? The leads and the deficits in this entire match do not matter now. All that matters is this 1 stock.
Oh, man. Java has been using a lot of these openers from Stingray, whether they're downlights or sidelights, against them, usually landing with a side air or sidelight punish. The weapon throw doesn't get the bounce off this time, and Stingray is starting to put on some nair damage. Java's taking a lot of damage.
Is working. Stingray Spear is working so well against Java. He was trying to come at him with the sword before, and Java was just thrashing his sword with hammer.
God. That had to have been like 4 spear nairs in a row. Went for the neutral to finish it off. And Java was making such a great comeback.
He's come so far. Is it really going to end right here after all of that? Is it going to end now? No, he's bringing it back. He's not going to let it end just like that.
Throw, neutral light.
True combo. And he's got the hammer now against Stingray's unarmed.
He needs
Stingray
1
unafraid.
nair.
Wait a second. Oh, this is anyone's game.
Will do it.
This is anyone's game. The pressure's on. Java looking for it. I don't think a Stomp Cider is even going to be enough right now. He has to, do a little more damage to him. Is that it? Oh! Stingray. Oh, man. He clutched it. He just barely needed it. So much pressure he had on him there. But he got it done. Oh, my goodness. So much credit to Java. You cannot give him enough credit, dude. 814 damage in that match. He popped off so hard. And against Stingray, too, who was like, you know, statistically the most capable of handling Java. And Java, he really clutched it, man, but it just wasn't enough. And surprisingly, too, that it was all on that last stock. It's clearly like, once the pressure was on Stingray and he was like, wait a second, it's just a 1-stock match here. Like, this is the last chance. He did it. He did it right when his team needed it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was a really interesting dynamic between the 2 teams, whereas the first 2 players that went in for MDVA really knocked out of the park. 700 damage plus for Lil Capped and ImLlama. With Stingray coming in at the back, we were saying it was the anchor, but in reality, when it came against that fight with Java, it's a good thing they had as many stocks as they did, because they certainly needed them. Java really pulled out all the stops, and it wasn't until, like you said, the pressure was on that last stock scenario where both players had no damage on them. That Stingray got a hold of the spear.
To one stock, that was it. But you know what? Team West is looking like they're in a pretty good spot. You know, Luna did an incredible amount of damage, nearly 500 damage, and that was with Luna's first 2 stocks getting deleted almost immediately. He barely did anything on those first 2 stocks because he got thatch cannonballed in the worst way, right? So
I think both of those
Luna
stocks
having
were
a slightly better match, a slightly better game for Luna, and I think Team West is going to be golden. And honestly, Luna did great. But he did all that greatness with just 1 stock. Imagine if he played that way with all 3 of those stocks. They should be golden. I think they made really good out of a really bad situation, and maybe with a better start. That's all they're going to need.
Yeah.
But man, that was close.
It was incredibly close. And I totally agree with you. It was something where I feel like Luna actually adapted quite well to ImLlama after the first 2 stocks, and then it was a little too late. ImLlama goes in, takes that +1 that really decided the match for them, right? Because Lil Capped did exactly what you said Lil Capped needed to do, which was just take 3 stocks, right? He went even. That's what they're going in for.
He pushed it. He pushed their lead from a +1 lead to a +2 lead, which is, I mean, I feel like a +2 lead in a crew battle is almost unrecoverable from. But he absolutely brought it back, and just lost in a straight 1 stock battle against Stingray, who absolutely crushed it when he needed to. And it seemed like the spear, honestly. And then Stingray's he's not even playing a spear anymore. His spear killed it, but I think he was unhappy with the Hattori performance, and I think he's going to rely on Asuri. I got to imagine he's playing Asuri for some dunk action. He wants to slap someone off the stage, before, you know. A lot of these guys were whittling them down to red, and then we're killing them off the top of the side. And I think Stingray, he wants a gimp. He wants to take somebody out before they even get to red. And Asuri's
well, and it looks like Blaizzy's got the same idea with the Tigress lock-in as well, right? So we've got an Asuri on both sides.
Love to see it.
We're getting a little more feral here on the other side. Luna's over here on Nash, so bringing out a counter pick specifically to deal with the play style of ImLlama.
This is clearly a counter against ImLlama.
Yeah, you don't exactly need a ton of dexterity when you're just trying to delete a thatch at orange. And every single one of Nash's signatures are going to be hard-hitting. The hammer's so reliable as well. ImLlama not quite getting the signature follow-up after that down like they were looking for, but already a better start than it was in the previous game. 1, because ImLlama doesn't have the blasters, and 2, because Luna still has 3 stocks.
By this time in the last game, Luna already lost a stock, so it's going pretty well for Team West right now. It's absolutely even as we start this match off, and you know, maybe the Nash pick is working out for Luna. I wouldn't credit the I wouldn't credit anything with the legend select here. I don't think Nash is particularly any better at fighting Thatch before. You know,
particularly any better at getting hit by cannonballs. Yeah, it's about the same. I agree.
About the same. But Luna clearly more comfortable on the Nash, especially fighting against the quick movement. I mean, look at him moving around. Look at this guy. He's so fast. He's quick. He zones. He makes people play his game, you know, and that messes people up. I think maybe Thatch will just do better against that. Llama still taking out the first stock and still getting the lead for his team here, but Luna's a lot closer this time than he was last time. And a perfect neutral signature. He waited the heartbeat. He read that he was going to do a neutral dodge there and punished him so perfectly for it, but it wasn't enough to get the kill.
Yeah, I want to comment on that point that you made about ImLlama with the movement in particular. I feel like ImLlama is one of the few players that when they pick these low defense legends that have stats and everything else, right? Because they're so infrequently picked, that they to really succeed with them, you need to have this style of where I feel like you're almost attacking your opponent with your movement, right? Like we're watching these situations where ImLlama is just dashing back and forth. That neutral takes him down, but he'll like dash dance really quickly in place to the point where it almost looks like he's warping, and he'll stand completely still for unusual frequencies, right? Like unusual amounts of time, and just keeping his opponents completely confused as to where he's going to be going next. And then he hits you with the side air when you jump, and you feel like a fool. It's so cool watching him play this Thatch. But Luna really holding their own this time, keeping ImLlama onto the sword, and evening up the stocks 2-2. Oh, nice slide up.
Oh, no way.
That's just enough?
That killed. That, like, just barely killed. That's such an early KO. Oh, man, that's goodness right there. Down light, jump, gravity cancel, side signature. He landed it. Oh, man, Llama's so fast.
Whoa, and he's getting all of these downlights too off of these whiffs. That's something that I feel like ImLlama's really got to get to Luna as a player, is that Luna will miss the side light or an attack on the ground, and ImLlama jumps behind them and pivots the gravity cancel downlight that catches Luna as they're jumping, and they're getting so much mileage off of this that they're going to start off with like a +2 at this point if Luna's not able to equal up the stocks right here and now.
Yeah,
last time Luna did do this.
Feeling good.
Oh, man.
Llama didn't do poorly or anything yesterday, but I think he has got to be happy with his improvement here today. I mean, what a performance. He's just winning. He got both games of his crew battle, and he's killing it.
I mean, if he takes the stock here, he's done better than he did in the previous crew battle just now, right? Because he ended up with only 1 stock going into Blaizzy. There he goes down, Luna, and almost a complete copy of the previous matchup when it comes to the situation. Let's see if Luna's able to get ImLlama into orange like last time, or if that's just going to be it. Oh, ground pound for damage, knowing that a recovery or neutral stick probably wasn't KO just yet. Oh, as we see right there.
Well, if that was a gravity cancel neutral signature instead of a recovery, I think it would have killed him. And that's the play, you know. That's the highest force option he could have done.
Oh, but he's just going to keep going for those downlights. I think now unarmed recovery. It's definitely the easier to execute, but that's the side air will do it.
Well, there it goes, Llama going +1 again.
Really solid opening for MDVA, and now Blaizzy on West is on the Tigress going into this game 2 of the crew battles. Let's see if they're able to avoid losing a stock last time, because this is where ImLlama really secured the win for their team.
Yeah. I mean, Blaizzy could just erase all the progress that MDVA has gained. If he has a good first stock here, it'll be like nothing happened. Nice dash jump over the side light. Man, that's quick. When people start using dash jumps just to dodge things without burning their dodge, you know it's getting crazy. Now they're using gravity cancels, like they're sacrificing their dodge just for more damage and stuff. And Blaizzy's killing it right now. He's barely taking any damage. He's got Llama in orange here. He keeps whittling him down further and further. There's another one. Oh, wait a second. Whoa. Yes, he's done it. He has totally wiped off that lead. You may as well reset the scores right now. It's 6-6. And these guys just have to fight it out again. Once again, Lil Capped versus Blaizzy, but Blaizzy's on a new legend now. Let's see how it changes things.
Lil Capped only had to fight 2 stocks of Blaizzy in the last crew battle, and I really enjoyed how Blaizzy played that matchup against ImLlama, basically dismantling his game plan. A lot of the approaches Blaizzy did were coming in from double jumps, falling into nairs, and not giving ImLlama the chance to punish any grounded approaches. Blaizzy really doing a good job there, ending that stock with the down stick on the landing, and is now also cutting up Lil Capped here on the sword ditto as they fight this matchup where Blaizzy's taking a lead. With that, he's taking the stock. I can't believe it, getting the spike off of that. It was beautiful.
That's crazy. That's huge. And plus, like, that downlight brought him up just enough so that he would go over the corner if he landed the neutral signature. That was, like, so perfect. I just love seeing a good Asuri play like that. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm a little biased. That was good Asuri action right there.
Well, you'll be able to see, you're going to be seeing it a lot more of it,
I know.
assuming that we get through Lil Capped here, because Stingray is waiting on the back burner to fight against Blaizzy if Blaizzy's able to take down Lil Capped before they're able to reach par. So Lil Capped now evening up the stocks, brings it 2-2. This is such a close game coming in from game 1, which was similarly very close to Java's performance. And every single stock that MDVA doesn't have in the lead is such a huge boon for West, considering how well Java was able to bring it back in the previous set. I'm having a feeling that at this rate, we're going to be going to a game 3 if Blaizzy is able to keep up this performance.
Well, it's hard to say because it is just so even right now.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? You never heard of the stomp into weight combo.
Oh, we've certainly heard of it. Lil Capped has been doing that for as many years as he's been playing Brawlhalla. It has baffled me and puzzled me for
I mean,
eons.
It makes sense for a string weapon, but
so
Hammer
well.
has true combos off the stomp, so why wait? Who knows? Lil Capp's better than us. We can't claim to understand his reasoning. Maybe there's a better option he could have gotten instead. Lil Capped down another stock here, and Blaizzy now taking the lead. Team West taking the lead now for the first time in this game.
Yep.
A small lead, but a lead.
And every little bit of lead counts. Lil Capped may actually not live up to that 3 stocks to his name sort of deal here with Blaizzy on the Tigress doing so with the Surrey. Hitting that side. Oh, no. Is this going to be? I think this is going to be the stock if he's not careful. I can just feel Blaizzy hunting for the neutral stick finish.
Yeah,
I was like, oh.
Me too. You felt it too. I felt it. You felt it too. That was we were feeling a neutral sig coming there, but it did not. It did not come. Probably out of respect for Lil Capped, because you know a dunk gone wrong against the Hammer is death.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm sure Blaizzy's been a receiving end of that.
Yeah, he's died to enough Hammer recoveries after missing a dunk. I know what it feels like. It's not great.
Oh, Lil Capped hitting back the nair. Stop. Went for the neutral sig right afterwards. D-Light Cider, that'll do it. And Lil Capped only takes 2 stocks this time around as Stingray is called in for the Asuri Ditto, and Blaizzy showcasing an email to show that they're ready to take another stock off Stingray to make sure that Java's game is particularly easy. Because last time Java took 2 stocks off Stingray.
Exactly.
Before
Java had to
playing.
fight. Java had to fight 5 stocks last time, and now it's looking like, you know, at worst it's going to be 3 stocks and probably somewhat less than 3.
Whoa! Blaizzy is going off.
Yeah, he's popping off in a mirror match too against the mighty Stingray. What? This is epic.
He's weaving in weapon throws, grabbing Kessel down like grab pump, D-Light Cider, Blaze, you're insane.
That was so nasty. Oh, that was so good. Oh my.
He's gone. He's out of there.
Holy cow. What a master. Oh, man. Tigress.
My goodness.
She is good at Kung Fu. It makes sense.
I mean, I don't know what's happening in these games where it feels like Stingray's having a really slow start in fighting these opponents, but we got to keep in mind that when Stingray gets to that last stock situation, that's the Stingray stock. That's where you're going to be seeing a lot of that stuff happening. So let's see if Stingray is able to take this off of Blaizzy and really warm up against Java, because, man, Blaizzy dismantled him that stock. D-Light recovery finally takes him down 2 stocks to 3. Java's got to be looking at this and going like, this is half the workload.
This should be about half as difficult as the last one was, but you know, it all comes down to Stingray, I think. Yeah, he had an unimpressive start last time and a pretty rough first stock this time. But when it came down to it, he clutched it out big time. And I wouldn't be surprised if he did it again. I mean, it's just 1 stock. It's just 1 stock. He's got to steal with a nice dunk or a good slap off the side or something.
And it was a clean start with guitars here. And I imagine when Stingray picked the Asuri, he wasn't picking it thinking about Blaizzy. He was picking it thinking about Java, knowing that Java. And this is something that Remmy mentioned in the interview, right, where he was like, we've got Stingray, who's got a legend pool that's basically the entire game, and Java's Bodvar, and that's it.
Yeah, I believe him. Yeah, Remmy was right. He was not lying. Stingray's guitar follow-ups are so unique and impressive.
Does he get punished?
You just don't see these kinds of follow-ups, the things he's going for. Okay.
Oh, he's really, what? He jumped out of the way of the side stick instead of dodging it. I jumped out of my seat watching that. There he goes. D-Light recovery, evens up the stocks 2-2. This is a great start. Stingray has been getting a lot of mileage off the guitars as well. Nair catches Java right out of the invulnerability frames. Java picks up a sword. The D-Light hits at the last possible active frame, and he doesn't know what to do with it. But Stingray.
Oh, perfect.
Oh. I saw him getting ready to dive with the guitar down air, but Java ends up picking him out before the move starts. Side air hits him off the right side, and now Java getting creative with that gravity cancel down sig, bouncing Stingray off the ground and putting some more damage onto him. The Stingray is taking a little bit too much damage here. This is looking rough. D-Light Cider again. Java's got him in orange.
Yeah, Java seems to have control of this, and he has so much room for error.
D-Light gets him out of the dodge.
It looks like we might be going to a game 3 here, unless Stingray pops off incredibly. think we might be going to a game 3. Let's find out.
I have a feeling that if Stingray takes this stock from Java,
oh yeah,
Stingray might win the entire match.
Your wish is Stingray's command.
Coming through.
Oh,
look at that.
Okay,
And I'm telling you, it's the Stingray stock.
I am ready for the Stingray pop-off. Oh my goodness, I'm losing my voice. Don't worry, guys. I'm not sick. I've been screaming too much. You know how it is.
Oh man, Stingray. He gets hit by one neutral light, but the sides it comes through, and that's it. A home run for Java. One hit and just enough force to send him flying. Man, oh man, we are going to a game 3 in this crew battle matchup.
Game 3. Whew, man, that was wild. A real different story than the last one. Look at this combo from Blaizzy. Oh my God, that had me freaking out. That was so cool.
I mean, that's an Apocalypse special. Blaizzy being able to get that ground pound to work out off of the D-Light that they started with the gravity cancel is so incredibly creative. Man, Blaizzy truly
to ground pound
MVP.
somebody and dribble them off the floor into a downlight sitting on a soft platform that travels and it just happens to be there at the time. I mean, that's incredible. That is so good.
And to capitalize on that, not only did Blaizzy get what I believe is like the highlight of the day when it comes to these 1v1 combos, they had over 900 damage going into that game. Blaizzy absolutely providing his team the path to winning game number 2. And now we've got another counter pick coming up here where it looks like Luna is going, okay, this is it. It wasn't the Nash. It's now the Taros. Taros is going to be what gets me over this ImLlama bump in the road, right? Each game, they're encountering the same difficulties against ImLlama, and they've switched it up again. And maybe this Taros is going to be able to stop ImLlama from getting that solid lead that MDVA has been getting every single match.
Oh, what a start from Luna here. Another switch up from Luna. Just trying to find the answer against Llama. And maybe Taros. Maybe Taros is the play. Nice neutral sig off the edge.
Ooh, sidelight whiffs, and there's that nice punish from ImLlama. ImLlama just staying right, well, I was going to say right outside of threat range, but the sider just hits him in the face, so maybe wasn't quite respecting Luna's positioning. Oh no!
What?
He goes right to recovery.
Oh, that was so good how he pivoted his recovery so it would catch him over the corner there. That wouldn't have worked if he just held left. You know, he had to pivot it. He had to get backwards to reach far enough back. That's a good play. It's a good play.
Forced him into the cannonballs. I thought he was going to D-light. I thought he was going to D-light him on the landing, but he doesn't quite get it. ImLlama now even up in damage with Luna. Luna with one axe side air, I think, could do it. ImLlama similarly has been hitting so many of these signatures on Thatch's kit that, gosh, even an unarmed side light seems to be sending the ball a large way away. Neutral misses, downlight side air. Luna takes the lead against ImLlama for the first time in these crew battles. Really good start for Luna coming in here.
Yeah, I think Luna has not taken the first stock in any of the other games that we saw of these crew battles, so better start than ever for Luna. Might be able to make it back here. Yeah, fights his way back onto the stage. He was in a checkmate position there. It was looking like it was all over, but Llama didn't count on Luna just slapping him away before he could do anything.
Yeah, it was a really well-timed side air off of that dodge up. I'm sure ImLlama was just going to recover high. I'm going to ground pound him, but he gets hit by the side air before he can set up, and now ImLlama gets that little bit of extra damage to where one solid hammer hit in this neutral exchange will bring ImLlama into orange and give Luna that really solid lead to play with, whereas Llama hasn't been on the blasters too much in game number 3. But they're still fighting away, punishing Luna for all of these jumps in place, getting a lot of side airs through, but Luna with that side light and the chase dodge nair will bring ImLlama into orange. And
it's very even right now. They're going back and forth. But you know, back and forth is good for West, I think.
Agreed. Yes. The biggest danger here, I think, would be ImLlama getting into a similar position as they were in game number 1 for West, where they're up an entire stock. Lil Capped did not really live up to that par, getting 3 stocks for his 3 stocks in the last game. That really cost him. Now ImLlama going down again. West could be well on their way to going from barely a 1-stock victory to having 2 to 3 stocks at the end of this and going into the 2v2 matchup with a win under their belt.
Who does a double downlight on axe like that? Like, you just have to have the biggest galaxy brain reads to know that they're just going to come right back down into your downlight.
It makes me
the move
think
knocks
of,
you up and away. To come right back down into that is so rare, especially from a pro player. And somehow he just knew. Somehow Luna was like, yeah, I bet ImLlama's going to fast fall right back into this.
There are two other players that give me that similar Galaxy Brain feeling when it comes to moves that just typically don't combo into anything. And that's Blaster's Sidelight when either Boomy or Cody are playing and they sidelight somebody 3 times in a row because they just keep fast falling out of the move. It's like the exact same thing.
Some legendary Blaster Sidelight.
Oh.
Yeah, that was that double down light from Luna there was a lot like that. And here it is, Luna pushing the lead. He's so close to death on his second stock. He just keeps pushing the lead. Ooh, ImLlama missed that one. He meant to ground pound over the edge, and that might have.
I'm sure that gave Luna a minor heart attack there seeing that, though. That ground pound was like, oh, I heard the noise, but I'm not dead. What's going on? There they go. ImLlama now on the Blasters. And we've seen him steal stocks from Luna before. If he gets him into orange, he gets him in an edge guard scenario, those cannonballs could take down Luna and give him the lead once again. All of this work that Luna's put in could mean nothing if ImLlama is able to take this last stock at the very last second. Let's see how this plays out as one Nair comes through after a punish on that side lane, and Luna's back on the axe, which they've had the most mileage so far in this third crew battles. That side sig, oh, that's a punish and a half. You can't get away with a side sig like that unless you're going for the craziest read ever. Luna kind of fishing for these signatures and taking a lot of damage for it.
A quick and easy kill, man. That's what Taros is all about. It only takes one good signature from a Taros. There we go. All right. Luna taking out 3 stocks and now has the opportunity to push a lead for his team. And I do feel like as long as Team West can let Java come in with a slight lead, they might just be good to go. You know, if he can have just +1 stock against Stingray, then it becomes so much harder for Stingray.
Whoa, Luna really tacking on the damage with Lil Capped. There's the double neutral, gets the downer, and afterwards, falling Nair was trying to read a jump from Lil Capped, but Lil Capped stayed grounded. You're not going to be able to hit that unless you reverse it. It's so incredibly difficult. But Luna going with that down light, side air. Luna, are you going to take a stock off Lil Capped here? He's babysitting him on the edge, goes all the way for the recovery. Lil Capped dodges to the stage instead of above the stage, but the grab pound spikes Lil Capped perfectly, and they're out for the count. Luna now +1, guaranteed.
Awesome.
Going against MDVA. Team West is really pulling it through in this crew battle.
That is really impressive from Luna because, I mean, by the time he took the last stock off of Llama, he was already extremely hurt. The fact that he managed to take a stock off of Lil Capped while so close to death the whole time is just impressive, frankly impressive. So here we go now, Blaizzy versus Lil Capped again, and it's the same matchup as last time.
Yeah, that's just one of the awesome dynamics of crew battles, is to be in a situation like this. We're just kind of like, it's fine. He's an orange. Just take the stock. Oh. All right, well, now we're down a stock, and you have to really think about how you're going to be playing going ahead against that. It's all about that outplay potential.
Now their damage is somewhat even here, but there's a +1 stock lead for Team West.
And Blaizzy did 910 damage last crew battle on Tigris. And that was over the course of taking 5 stocks, I feel like, 4 or 5. Well, before having Java rotate in. So Blaizzy really putting in the work. Neutralite hits. They don't quite get the neutral stick dunk that we were hoping for there. And Lil Capped's fighting back, trying to get the stock and at least even up the stock count. They can't even up the damage. Forces the dodge. Oh, no side. Oh. Okay, I get it because the stop hit so low beneath the stage that they couldn't cider afterwards. But Blaizzy, in such a devastating way, takes advantage of the fact that the sideline hit them, not a side air, and gets that recovery knockout off the top. It is now 6 stocks to 4. Blaizzy could knock out Lil Capped completely before even losing a stock. It's possible as this sword's picked up.
Blaizzy's clutching it so hard for Team West right now. This is amazing. Yeah, he's being so careful. He wants the full 3. Imagine a 3 stock lead. They're gonna be fine with a 3 stock lead. This is already difficult enough for Stingray the way this is getting set up.
So 2 sidelines to the neutral light. Lil Capped forced to the side of the stage. Dashes through, doesn't get the neutral light. Blaizzy tries to kick him away, dodges all of Lil Capped's side airs. Downward doesn't hit it. The down air spikes him off the side of the stage. The down air gets the recovery. That's it. Blaizzy takes Lil Capped out. Lil Capped did it. He only took Luna's stock, which was in red to begin with, and lost a stock to that. Lil Capped absolutely getting demolished. Stingray, 3 stocks to 6, and Blaizzy's continuing the hurt. Are they going to take another one?
Dude, Blaizzy. Oh my, Blaizzy MVP, dude. He's killing it so hard. Holy cow. And
Blaizzy
now in
has
a
the
mirror match
most-
against Stingray, the mighty Stingray, the famous
Wow.
Stingray. Okay, Blaizzy finally loses that stock. Felt like he was at red, 3 stocks red for like 6 minutes now.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong. You were saying it to like exaggerate, but it really
I
felt
was
like that he
trying
was
to
just
exaggerate, but that was a little realistic.
yeah, you're just a little too honest there in that estimation. Stingray was able to take out that stock, but Blaizzy has got some of the most impressive game strategies that I've ever seen in a situation where they're really deep in red, where they incorporate all of these weapon throws and this constant barrage of pressure. A lot of strings in Brawlhalla and a lot of neutral exchanges definitely feel like they've got. Oh, that's so
perfect.
Nice.
That's a perfect slide kick on the corner, man. Oh, and
Blaizzy.
The
Applying
peace
pressure in
signs
so many
dance.
ways.
That's so good. It's a great emote for the situation at hand.
Yes, definitely.
Because that's the vibe he's putting out right now, is that he's winning and he is dancing about it.
So Blaizzy just did it again.
Stingray has an opportunity. Wait, he got him. That's a quick stock right there. Okay, this could be the beginning of the epic ultimate Stingray 6 stock comeback.
Yep. It's going to be up to whether Blaizzy takes the stock here. And Blaizzy tried to get that real nice and early. Neutral comes through, doesn't quite grab him. Grave Cancel downlight trying to get the extended range, like the very max range of the downlight to connect. He doesn't quite hit it. Now Blaizzy's over the sword, and I'm looking forward to these dash jump weapon throw follow-ups. Blaizzy keeps these strings going so well by weaving in their weapon throws and picking them up right afterwards. It works so beautifully against Stingray, and this could be another stock for Blaizzy. Oh, a side air just barely misses, but the D-Light recovery gets it. And
he's eating some pizza for that one.
Speaking of eating some pizza,
3
Java,
slices?
you could probably get up, right? You could probably go out and get some food right now because you're not playing a doubles. I don't think you're playing in this crew battle either. It looks like Blaizzy's gonna be fine.
Wait a second. Oh man, get excited when you see a Asuri dunk like that. Dude, Blaizzy ate 3 whole slices of pizza between those stocks. I mean, now he's got to be a little bit bloated. I feel like that might slow him down, you know?
I know. You got every step that you take, you can just feel the pizza moving
that
around.
That was a quick 3 slices too. I mean, that's a lot of cheese.
It's all right. We've got plenty of.
Okay.
He goes down. We've got plenty of emotes that allow your legend to nap, right? So like, just choose the right one. Make sure you digest it. We'll come back. Java's coming in. 3 stocks to 1. Can basically pick his own adventure here of how he wants to deal with Stingray, but maybe Stingray's actually just the hidden secret boss.
Dude, this could be Stingray. He might just achieve a new instinct here. He might just not get hit anymore. Let's see. I mean, we've seen Stingray. We've seen Stingray 3 stocks some kings. So I don't know. It's not that crazy to imagine it possible, but can it actually happen?
Oh, he tried to end up with the sideline, Java. Picks up the weapon before Stingray. Gets the side air.
Man,
weapon throw forces the dodge. Is this going to be the end?
There's no way. Java's he is just waiting for he's just whatever. He'll eventually get it. Okay. Okay, all right.
He almost slid off for the neutral.
He wanted
that
to slide off, I think. He just stopped like 1 pixel short of sliding off. Whoa, man.
All right, Java.
He wants to end it with style. He's got a lot of chances here. And Stingray's like, oh, go ahead, man. Get as much style as you want. Gives me more opportunities to bring it back, but...
Weapon throw. Oh, nares him.
I appreciate Stingray is, oh man, he did not give up till his final breath. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Team West win the crew battle round of this match against MDVA, but it's not over yet. We're about to go into a 2v2 match with the other players of this team. But so well fought by Team West. That's incredible, man. I mean, MDVA won the first game, and it looked like, well, it might just be it. They lost that first game pretty bad, man. MDVA really had the best of them, and I thought that was going to be the tune of the rest of this, but it's the best of 3, you know, and they brought it back in the final 2 games. GG to Team West, especially Blaizzy, man. Holy cow. Blaizzy played so well, not just in that last match, but the match before it as well. They play very well together. I've seen it on Zexis' stream. Remmy and Cody Travis, look, we know Cody Travis is epic. We saw how he got 1,001 damage in a single 2v2 match yesterday. But that's not without their losses, right? They didn't win every single game in their best of 5 2v2. So even gods can bleed.
And what's awesome about this situation here, too, for Wubz and Zexis, is that they don't necessarily have the same amount of pressure as being the ones deciding whether they go to the tiebreaker, right, as Cody Travis and Remmy have. And we're in that scenario, which is one of my favorite things, where Remmy is kind of sleeping on Wubz. He's kind of saying that Wubz isn't exactly on the same caliber as everybody else. But look at that!
There goes Wubz.
What is that?
Super early stock. That's 30 seconds.
A side sig.
Oh,
no
man.
less, with Terros taking Cody Travis down before anybody else.
Oh,
is that two?
Oh, my. Wow.
Is that 2 knockouts for Wubz? Oh, Remmy goes down. Zexis and Wubz are just smacking him around. Axe and Hammer. Cody is getting that extra credit applied onto him now as Wubz and Zexis are up 6 stocks to 4. Zexis goes down, but a really strong start for Team West, and Remmy is trying to even things up. Wubz has the resources to make it back, and Zexis just waiting for that perfect weapon spawn, and there it is. Let's see what Team West can do.
That was a really good start for Team West, but it's not enough. We can't count anybody out yet.
That was like
not enough.
That was. Yeah, I don't know if you saw on the right side of the stage. Wubz went in with the hammer side sig on Terros, and Remmy dodged with down sig on Koji's sword, so he warped through the side sig to avoid getting knocked out early by it. It was the coolest exchange I've seen in a long time, and Wubz is continuing to apply the hurt here as all the stocks have been evened up. Zexis the one the most damaged on the screen.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, MDVA is bringing it back quickly with how early they lost their first stocks, and the fact that they've almost got somebody on Team West down to their final stock is pretty good. But it's really only even here. If you look at the damage now, it's anybody. Keep your eye on Cody.
Whoa.
Cody or Zexis. One of them are going to go down in the next few seconds.
Nice! The neutrals are connecting, and Wubz coming in to relieve the pressure that Remy's applying to Zexis. The downlight almost hits Remmy into the recovery from Wubz.
Does
Wubz even have the resources?
That's he's sweating out there.
Sweat beads, yeah.
Okay, big lead here for Remmy and Cody. Remmy's got a whole extra stock here to play with.
And Cody's applying that singles gun pressure as well. He was able to get downlight, side light, nair right afterwards. Tons of damage being applied to Zexis' last stock. Wubz gets the recovery through, but Remmy and Cody, well, they're doing pretty well. This is going to be one of those scenarios where if they can take down Cody, there's a real honest shot they can take the 1v2 against Remmy, but that's going to be the challenge, right? Is Zexis going to be able to deal with Cody on the left side of the stage as well as he's doing right now? So far, so good, but Wubz is taking a lot of damage himself.
What?
Oh, no! Zexis off the top.
Cody Travis caught him with a recovery so high in the sky that it did not matter at all what damage his opponent was at. It was gonna kill, even if he was at white. It was gonna kill. And so here we are, Wubz facing down a very difficult 1v2.
Yeah.
Cody and Remmy are both extremely good at team combos.
Whoa.
So Wubz, now he's got no dodge. That was a wild. I guess you got to get wild if you're going to win this 2v1.
It was like if he did a neutral sig there, maybe you would have caught Cody trying to recover high. I think the side sig was expecting a fast fall, and you got to go for crazy stuff like that if you want to win a 1v2 against Remmy and Cody. Like, look at this. Cody's been in this position so many times before. He's like, I'm going to stand by here. I'm ready for the team combo. I'm ready for the neutral sig. Remmy, if you take him down yourself, that's fine.
Yeah, all Remmy needs to do is force a dodge in that situation, and Cody's like guaranteed going to finish it off that way. All right, well, game 1 goes to Team MDVA, Remmy and Cody Travis.
And we're going to be going into game number 2 as we're going to the stage strike, and we're taking a look at this replay right here. Yeah, Wubz getting that was the moment. Wubz gets the downlight on both Cody and Zexis, but Cody Travis, having the blasters, was able to capitalize from the position he was knocked into to get that knockout. Really unfortunate for Team West. Great opportunistic play from Cody Travis that brought them to that game and really secured the lead. And now we're going on to Crystal Temple with Zexis making the switch over to Finn the Human.
Yeah, switched off of Bryn now. He's going to Finn. It still rhymes. I think he just needs it to rhyme.
I just didn't even think that's
Finn or Bryn, you're gonna win.
The weapons in exchange. No. We have to make sure that the naming scheme is the most important. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can get as strong as a start for Team West as we did before. Wubz gets an interesting on Cody.
Here. Oh no, Zexis is really taking a beating. He has barely done anything in this match right now. He's only gotten hit. Oh,
okay,
no.
beautiful.
That's so bad.
Remy gets the friendly fire at Cody, and because the neutral sig is what hits, he's standing there for like 45 seconds. He's just staring at his handiwork.
That is the
So he
worst
goes down.
move to land on your teammate. Not only that because it's a signature that does a bunch of damage, but because it locks both of you in place forever. Just let Wubz set up for one of the hardest hitting signatures in the game. And that scored a KO on the Remmy and hurt the hell out of Cody too.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but Zexis kind of taking a beating, and Wubz goes down as he tries to save him. Zexis on the left side of the stage with Finn. Dodges all the way through. Wubz is able to pick up a new weapon, but the D-Light recovery puts Zexis high in the sky, and Wubz is really just being ignored. I feel like Cody and Remmy are hunting Zexis down, and it's working really well as Wubz just isn't starting.
Yeah, that totally makes sense to do in this situation. I mean, Finn's got a real low defense. If they can just keep beating him up, you know.
Yeah.
And plus, if he's in hit stun, he's not hitting anybody with all that strength.
And Cody's doing such a great job. What they're doing is they're neutralizing, they're side airing Wubz. Oh, ground pound comes through, down air hits. That's
crazy.
enough force.
Oh, man.
5 stocks to 2.
That last one was close. This one is not as close.
I like
Holy
what
cow.
Zexis was thinking. Switch to the Finn. You got the naming convention. It rhymes. You have some weapons that switch over, and you weren't too concerned about the defense because I guess Zexis was losing their stocks pretty early on. Anyways, so you might as well get a better signature kill.
Whoa,
Okay.
Almost
I thought that was it.
Oh, that would have been so good for them. But even if they got it, look, even if they got it, it probably wouldn't have been enough here. Now Zexis fighting a very difficult 1v2 here, 1 stock to 3. I love how Remy's go-to follow-up off of Cody Travis neutral light with blasters is a sword ground pound. Like, he is all about maximizing DPS. The ground pound, it gets him in quick, it gets him out quick, and it's the highest damage move he has on sword.
Yeah, and when they're on the edge in those 2v1 scenarios, they've got it set up so well that Cody is weaving in side lights on the blasters while Remmy is moving up and down with the sword using nairs, down airs, ground pounds. Remy's never getting hit, but the side lights are pressuring Zexis. And look at this repeated ground pounds from both players, being able to get that knockout. We're now going on to Crystal Temple for game number 3. Might be a quick 3-0 here for MDVA, which isn't totally unexpected, but we're back on Bryn for Zexis, who they had more success with game number 1.
Clearly Finn was not the play. They totally focused him down with the low defense. Back to Bryn. Oh no! Oh, that's an even earlier kill on the. Oh man,
I get it.
They are slaying Zexis, dude. Holy cow!
It is Finn in a suit of armor. We are being fooled here because that stock got deleted so. It was deleted so fast that I am not convinced that is Bryn level of defense. But Wubz responds in kind. Ground pounds Cody out.
Response. He didn't take too much damage either. So Wubz basically equalized what was one of the most incredible starts. To one of these 2v2 matches we've seen in the Pro Series. I mean, it was a 16-second KO. That's incredible.
Yeah, and it wasn't off the back of anything like that crazy slide charge neutral sig that Cody just went for. Wubz goes down. Zexis retreats for safety. 1 recovery hits, and Zexis actually comes out positive on that 1v2 exchange. The downer hits Remmy, and Cody now switches over to Wubz, who just picked up an axe. Let's see. What happens here is that neutral comes through, and Zexis with the down air is actually doing a great job holding their own after losing that first stock. And there goes Remmy. Cody hitting
Wubz
back on his own.
Killing it, man. Wubz is dirty right now, and I think Team MDVA knows that. Zexis has to come back to the stage. He's so hurt.
Oof. That side sig got majorly punished for Wubz. Recovery's not going to quite take out Zexis just yet as that neutral sig whips, but that weapon throw will keep Zexis on the edge guard, and Cody is looking for that finishing blow while also positioning for the follow-up, and there's the double Sair. Beautiful.
Double kill for Cody Travis. They are looking good in this match, man.
Indeed. It's grim for Team West in the 2v2, but that's why we're talking about the strategy, right? They know that they were probably putting in maybe not the best 2v2 team that they could offer with the Pro Series team lineup that they've got, but they won that crew battle with the strategy they employed, and they're still providing a challenge. In fact,
they brought it all back. Forget what you know. This is now, it's an even match. Anything can happen.
I just have to continue casters cursing this team because I was like, I'm active, like, okay, and they are 3
There's no way they can bring this back. Brings it back. Okay.
Brings it back. Well, great. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm ready for a game 4. Let's see what Wubz is able to do as that sider comes through. If a side sig from Wubz on the X comes through right now, again, gets the edge of the stage where
weapon throw
Cody
knocked him into
is.
the side sig. The side sig wouldn't have landed without it. Uh-oh, 2v1 here for Zexis, but it's not impossible. It's not going to be easy, but it's not impossible.
Yeah. Let's see if Remmy continues to play offside of the stage like that. Cody's not on the blaster, so he can't provide the same support that he was able to before.
I can't believe Zexis is doing gravity cancels off stage while there's 2 people chasing him. He needs the dodge. You can't use the dodge on a gravity cancel right now. Oh my God, he's crazy.
Did it again.
He's crazy.
But he's living. Oh, grab pound. Oh, he goes to the sideline. He doesn't quite get it. Remmy and Cody are just hunting Zexis on the left and right side of the stage. What? Okay. Down lights. Bam. That's why. That's why he did it.
He was swinging for the fences, dude. He was just going for home runs there. GG, another win for MDVA, and that puts him up now 2-0 in the set here. We might be seeing a 3-0.
No, that was 3-0.
What?
That's
that
just how
was. You're
fast
right. That was.
Because we had the counter pick on Crystal Temple with the Finn the Human that like lasted for 2 minutes.
Crystal Temple twice, but it was Bryn, then Finn, then Bryn into no win.
Yeah. Into no, wow.
No win for the Bryn or Finn.
What?
It's a sin.
Oh.
GG.
That was
MDVA bringing it back there, and well, Haza.
It's tiebreaker.
That means we're going to a 1v1 tiebreaker, huh?
We are, and it's between Java and Stingray.
Yeah, which we got a little bit of a sneak peek at already, right? We saw them, but they never fought each other with like an even amount of stocks, except for that one where they were both 1 stock, right? But this is going to be a straight, clean, best of 3, 1v1 against the 2 anchors of these teams. The player that each team decided, you are the one. If it comes down to it, we need you to win it for us. And all that responsibility is on these 2 players for these 2 teams. Stingray for MDVA, who is he's still a recent pro. I mean, he popped off in like 2020, and now he's a legend already, right? Some of these guys have been pros since 2015, you know? Stingray's, he's a pretty recent pro, and you're forced to respect him. I mean, his presence is overwhelming. He is here to win it. But Java has also a similar story, kind of coming in maybe even a little later than Stingray did. And these both are now some of the greatest players in the game. Yeah. And so here we are. They're fighting out the 1v1. And we saw Stingray fight a 1v1 tiebreaker yesterday, and he also switched it up to Ragnar. And, looks like we got a bit of a lag reset.
Upset MDVA, and result with both teams having a 1-1 total scoreline over the course of the weekend, which would be incredible for West, which like we were talking about earlier, right? We look at those numbers, we see the double digits, and we go, Team West, you know, it's
There's
whatever,
no way
right?
around
Sometimes it happens.
You know, the stats have them as the worst seed in this tournament, but you all know that seed isn't everything, right?
Right. That's why this is the Pro Series.
Nothing else matters right now other than Java versus Stingray.
Java versus Stingray. It's all up to this, the tiebreaker, deciding it all. Crew Battle went over to West, 2v2 went over to MDVA, and now we're here on Mammoth Fortress for game number 1, where Stingray is pulling out a lead with this damage on the guitars. I know that when we watch Stingray versus Java in the crew battles, despite, like you said, the stocks and damage being rather lopsided, I felt like Stingray got the most mileage off of his guitar play on the Asuri. So it makes sense to me that Stingray's focusing so hard on them here into this game number 1. Recovery hits through. One more of those could certainly do it, and a side air would absolutely do it as that side air comes through. Wait, it was center stage.
It's like he was listening to you. Oh, Java, what a clever recovery back to the stage. It was looking like he was done there, but he kept it going, and it didn't matter because as soon as he got back to the stage, Stingray took him out. Okay, all right, Stingray with a pretty good lead here. He's only in orange. He can take some hits and still be okay.
And if we were just results-oriented from today alone, we would already say this is a massive improvement because Stingray was struggling so much to warm up against Java every time they encountered them in the crew battle scenarios.
Whoa,
that grab pound literally scared Stingray off the map.
He was so really expecting that recovery to land. He was going to land that recovery, chase dodge up, and be good. What he didn't want was to recovery to the wall and get hit with a checkmate ground pound because Java doesn't miss those, you know? So he tried to get clever on it, but he missed and then didn't have any jumps to make it back, unfortunately. That's some high-risk stuff from Stingray, man. When you got nothing left and you're still attacking in a way that doesn't get you back to the stage because you're counting on a chase dodge, that's for wild boys only.
Yep. Yeah, and we got to see there sometimes the burnout, right? When you go for those things and they don't work, sometimes you fall sweating to the bottom of the stage. Stingray sidelines through with the neutral light, dashes back, double neutral light, doesn't get the recovery, but he's so close to being able to take off a stock with these guitars. Down to trying to burn the feed off of Java. Another one comes through, and Java can't get these cider punishes, and Stingray, while whiffing, isn't getting punished, and that neutral stick secures him the lead once again.
That Ragnar Axe neutral stick is so good for being underneath a soft platform like that.
Yes.
It is like...
Yes, indeed.
I say this as a Ragnar player. it's a good one. That's where it's at.
Yeah, Ragnar's neutral sig on Axe in general also provides another amazing mix-up off of sidelight reads, right?
Jump.
Because
Look at these guys feeling each other out. Are you gonna come? No, I'll come in. No, you gonna come in? No. What?
Oh
no,
man,
no, you, no, me. No, here I go. There it is. There it is.
It's so stressful. Java's really trying to get Stingray to play his game, and Stingray's played against Java enough today to go like, no, I know exactly
he's like,
what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you bait me into something punishable here.
Oh man, they know.
Look at them! Look at them! Ah.
Ooh, Java.
I mean, Stingray is ahead by a full stock now, and he gets to decide. You got to come in here, Java. There's 4.5 minutes left, and we'll just win if this continues.
If time runs out, I'll take game one, and I got to win one more. That's exactly what he's thinking. And Java, knowing that, is starting to concede. He's trying to go in, and some of those are working, some of them are not.
Kind of working.
Oh, Nair hits. Dodge is on the ground. It means it'll be up a lot sooner. Java tries to dash jump in, but Stingray with the weapon throw dashing forward. Neutral light hits, double neutral light, recovery, 2 stock.
Dude.
Java is now on match point. Stingray needs one more game, over double the damage going into that game one of the tiebreaker. And Stingray on the Ragnar, I think you're right. He's going to stick with it all the way through. Java doesn't really have a clue against this legend.
Dude, that last guitar combo from Stingray was pretty swag. Hold on, it's going to show up here on the... Look. What? Dash across... That was... Damn, it happened so fast I could not even commentate it happening in the replay, but...
Yeah.
That was epic.
Whoa.
I mean, reading the dodge into neutral light, dash, pivot, neutral light, catches the dodge, which means the jump recovery afterward is free. And that was like... I mean, he straight up caught him. That's like catching somebody with a downlight on spear after they dodge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he completely just like gotcha. I gotcha dodge. You can't come back now. And whoa, it looks like Java switched it up to Yumiko.
Yeah, so
that's
everything
a big
that I was saying
change up
about Java only having one character is now out the window. Java has brought in the power pick. The break glass, a case of emergency pick. We've got Yumiko coming up against Stingray here for game number 2, and we're going to be seeing some bow and hammer play coming out from Java. The hammer being the primary thing.
Look, I don't feel good about this, but I'm ready to.
You don't feel good about it?
Well, I mean, we just saw when we were looking at Java's stats, one of the quotes from the questions that was asked of him, right? And they said, what characters are you going to play in the Pro Series? And he only said Bodvar. He was convinced that the only character he was ever going to use was Bodvar. So when I see a switch like this, to me, it looks like an act of desperation. But I believe that there's something to it I don't know. I'm hoping that he's just like, actually, against Katars and Axe, I'm super good with bow. Or he's like so confident in like some of the signatures that Yumiko uses that we're gonna win it here. But you know, I don't know. Java, I have seen Java kill all the best players in this game with his Bodvar, and I'm like, why would you switch off of Bodvar?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, at the very least, he's got the stop sign hammer. We've guaranteed that he has.
Okay, good.
He has it. So
the spirit of Trucker Bodvar is with him. Then
it's actually so unusual to see. The platform barely saves Java there, spiking him off the platform instead of off the ground. Nice. That neutral stick would have taken him out completely. Hammer's primed up. Sidelight doesn't hit. He dodges onto the platform to avoid Stingray, and the neutral stick doesn't follow up off of the sidelight. He got so close.
Yeah, not only did it miss, but Stingray had the perfect dodge and punish for it. Ooh, surprise attack by Java. Yeah, you got to be so ready to.
Whoa!
Oh man!
Is it just me, or does it feel like that's faster than I remember?
It's fast. You got to be anticipating it. You got to just recognize when a Yumiko is at that range with a hammer. You just know what they're up to. You got to be. Anticipating.
I guess if he what? You're sticking it down there, Java.
Oh man, I was wrong. He totally had a Yumiko in his pocket. He lied on the question so that people wouldn't know.
Secret weapon.
Delay and a neutral light.
The secret weapon. He avoids the weapon throw.
it.
And now Java so far ahead of this match despite
Look at that.
honestly,
He's
it was looking
favoring the bow over the hammer. He threw a brand new hammer away. He threw a brand new bow away for the old bow too.
Yeah, I think he's prioritizing just keeping Stingray on arms.
Yeah,
as much
he
as
just wants to keep him on arms.
Oh,
You're right.
Stingray didn't pick up that weapon. And now Java on the hammer throw.
Oh, look at
that.
that.
Was so
wow.
good. So,
Stingray was waiting for a weapon throw, and he had the perfect answer to it. Not only dodging the weapon throw, but canceling out of that dodge with the punish. Beautiful play by Stingray. Java's still got a pretty good lead here, though. And he absolutely needs to win this, right? Java's back is against the wall. These tiebreakers are a best of 3. If Stingray wins this game right now, it goes to MDVA.
Oh, Stingray's ready for the side 6 now. Even the dash, giving it the extra distance, isn't going to be catching him off guard as it did on that first stock. Stingray falls to the nair. Side 6 whiffed again. Stingray gets 3 clean hits off of that side 6 missing. And Java now has more damage tacked onto his character than he does.
He brought it back. Stingray was losing a second ago. Now he's winning. Not by much.
Oh!
Whoa. Java going
Repositional neutral sig. Repositional. I like it. Using that as a,
he's using it for the movement.
D-light recovery.
Stingray gets disarmed, and Java now with weapon control again.
Sider comes through. Stop Sider can do it.
Oh, perfect.
Misses.
Punches him away just in time for the weapon spawn. And now Java has no weapon. Uh-oh, he's in trouble.
It's so close.
Stingray.
What is that? He grabbed because of down lights. He doesn't. Okay, he baits out the down sig.
I can't believe
if he landed that on stage, he was gone. Oh, down light. Is that going to be what it takes to end the stock here? The side sig doesn't work, but the side light nair is never going to kill. Grab because of down light recovery catches the jump, and Java somehow steals the stock again.
That's crazy how comfortable Stingray was with the hitboxing of that signature coming at him, that he just stood in front of it and let like the breeze blow his face. And he didn't even dodge. He's just like, that's not going to hit me. I'm going to punch you when you get out.
Yumiko's side sig doesn't exactly get weaker at the end of the signature, right?
It's all the same anywhere on it.
So that's why that was so crazy. Java is doing, we saw this happen a few times in the crew battles as well when he's put in this position where he's at a really deep damage stock. He's so good at just destroying all momentum his opponent had and then coming in really quickly with those hits. Stingray finally gets the stock, but only after getting hit by a D-light and a neutral light from the bow, and Java's now got a completely even Stingray. If he wins this, he secures the 2-0 weekend for MDVA, but Java is trying to get Team West their first win, and he's so close. Let's see if he can do it.
Oh man, the pressure's really on right now. Java has to win this or Team West loses. I mean, this is it.
He misses the down light.
Perfect punish. Stingray was expecting it.
Whew. Nice.
Java has been relying a lot on like the surprise distance attacks of Yumiko in both the hammer side sig and the bow down line.
Yeah. And it only takes a few times.
It only works a few times. You can only surprise somebody so many times before they're anticipating it. I think, in fact, Stingray's baiting him into using that side signature right now. He's standing at that dangerous range, hoping that he goes for the side sig so he can spot dodge punish.
I don't think Java's going to be able to get a weapon throw pickup again. I think the next time Java goes for a dash or weapon throw, Stingray's going to dodge it, and he's going to punish him. Weapon throw comes through.
He missed that weapon pickup. Oh, there he goes with the bow.
Bow's picked up. Next,
I think he'd rather have a hammer right now, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just so tense because Stingray isn't quite far enough in the lead to justify letting the timer run through. We've got 2.5 minutes left.
No,
and
it's
Stingray's put on the
finish.
It's going to finish for
very
sure.
Soon, and that's it. Is that it? Yes, it's over. It is over. Stingray wins it for MDVA. They're up 2-0 now in the series, and Team West is 0-2 in the series. What a heartbreaker. Team West was so close to winning it here, but Stingray clutched it out in the tiebreaker. Oh my goodness, congratulations to Team MDVA. Oh, wow. Stingray. I'm telling you, man. Look, not every game Stingray plays is a crazy banger, but when it's time, when you need it the most, Stingray's going to clutch it out, and he did it once again here. GG, Team Northeast, Team Midwest, and Team MDVA on winning their matches today.
Man, what an impressive showing from Team West, though. I was so impressed by how they...